Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is normally Throwback Thursday, but today we saw The Flash, so we have to give our non-spoiler review of The Flash, so let's jump right into it. Alright, so the new Flash movie was a lot better than I thought it would be. I do have to start by saying that. I went in thinking that this movie was gonna be something completely different than what we got. However, overall, I was still right when I said that this movie was going to be Superman 2. And if you watch some of my earlier videos where I talk about this movie, I say that it is going to pretty much be Superman 2. You have General Zod coming in and trying to take over the world. And that element right there is very Superman 2. However, you could also argue that it is the same plot that was used in Man of Steel, and you wouldn't be wrong there either. However, that movie has a very different feel than a lot of this movie does. This movie is still part of the Snyderverse in every sense of the word. However, it brings the Snyderverse into a new era. It brings it into an era to kind of show you, hey, we can be dark and we can have some fun all at the same time. We can use things that are a bit edgy and we can have fun all at the same time. And this movie does it brilliantly. The Easter eggs in this movie alone make it worth going to see. And when the Flash goes back in time to try to save his mom and accidentally messes things up, he finds himself in a world where Batman is no longer Ben Affleck, but is in fact Michael Keaton. And Michael Keaton's Batman agrees to help him and a version of himself to stop General Zod. Now, this part is all in the commercial. And then you have Supergirl, who he is looking for Superman, but finds out that Superman is dead. Superman don't exist in this world. So instead, he recruits Supergirl. And that part's in the commercial. But everything that you've seen in the commercial is ultimately exactly what this movie gives you. So either you consider that to be a really good thing or you consider that to be a bad thing. I know a lot of people will go into a movie and they go, well, the movie offers no surprises, I don't want to go see it. I can tell you that this movie does indeed offer surprises in the form of a lot of nostalgic vibes. If you're a fan of the Snyderverse, you're going to get plenty of that here. The movie pays homage to the Snyderverse quite well. Quite well. And then it also pays homage to all the superhero movies that came before it. And that is great. I mean, in terms of feel, you get the old Batman 89 movies and the Superman movies with Christopher Reeve. You get those vibes almost throughout the movie. And I think that's part of the joy. Part of the reason that I liked this movie more than I thought I would. Now, in terms of plot, is it the best superhero movie ever made like we were promised? No. No, it's not. But it is a lot of fun. Just for that nostalgia and Easter eggs alone, it's a lot of fun. So, the real question, is it the best superhero movie ever, as a lot of people have been reporting? No. No, it's not. It's not even close. Is it a good superhero movie? Yes, it's a really good superhero movie, in fact. Especially if you are a fan of what came before. Snyderverse fans are going to love it. Old school superhero movie fans are going to love this movie. I do have to say that the nostalgia and the actors really help this film. There's solid performances by everyone involved. It was great to see Michael Keaton again, and he delivers every moment that he's on screen. Every single moment. From the first time you see him on the screen to the very last moment you see him on screen, he delivers in every single scene. Ezra Miller does an amazing job as the incarnations of the Flash that he has to play. And the girl that plays Supergirl is wonderful. Now, this movie works in every sense of the word. It works when it pays homage to the Snyderverse with the darkness of the Snyderverse, and it works when it pays homage to all of the things that came before it. It has comedy in all the right places, darkness in all the right places. It really works on every element that it tries to hit, and quite well. Now, that being said, Ezra Miller may not be returning as the Flash, and that would be okay because this movie really does kind of give you the hint that while it is true that the Blue Beetle will be the first new DC character in the new DC movies, the Flash may have just set everything up to show you that they may be finally on the right path. If they start doing movies the way this movie was done, then I think we're going to be in for a really great ride. Now, normally I would rate this movie 3 stars, because it did sort of have a plot where I was able to guess a lot of things that happened. But the nostalgia hikes it up by 1 star, and I give this movie 4 stars. I really do recommend it. It's not the greatest superhero movie of all time like we were previously told, but it is definitely worth it. But I want to know what you guys think. Alright, so leave us a comment in the comment box letting us know what you thought about this movie if you have seen it. We want to hear from you. Don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they can be a part of the conversation as well. Make sure you're hitting that like button. It's free and it helps the channel and we appreciate it. Miko says we need more subscribers and you don't want to disappoint Miko, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. At the end of the day, friends, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.